Actually, CodeN is a platform for startups and corporates on both sides. So it's a kind of an interim atmosphere where techies and businessmen are meeting, and this in a fantastic environment of 5,000 square meters at the Hannover CeBIT show. Actually, the idea was 4 years ago that we saw so many really cool startups on a global basis. I'm traveling to Asia, Americas, and all these different countries on business purposes. And on the other side, we saw how many difficulties big corporations have to transform their business into kind of digital business. And because of this need, we had the idea, hey, let's bring together cool startups with corporates and help them to innovate much faster than in the traditional way. And this worked so perfect in the beginning that we realized this is a kind of a new platform and as a kind of a business accelerator for both sides, that we decided to go on with this idea and to shape it and build it and create a real kind of new kind of environment. So this is a major success for us, because if you see people who don't have the chance to get in touch with business people from an international point of view, and that they really get a chance to build new kind of business contacts, this is a fantastic success. On the other side, we have also kind of monetized success, so that various startups got funding from venture capital companies. Also, one or the other got bought from a big Fortune 500 company. So there are a certain amount of successes. Actually, UK is a fantastic country for startups, especially in the media and internet industry. So, London City is incredible startup hub, you know, and that's why we were really positive when Deutsche Messe decided to have UK as partner country in 2014. So we immediately pushed the activities here in UK, and because CodeN, frankly speaking, is a pan-European startup platform. So our idea is also to push the European startup culture quite more than it was in the past. And because it's so international, we are really happy that there are so many interesting startups from UK now attending the CodeN space. Here in London, it's a very creative space, you know, and especially in the last 5 years, we see really lots of interesting startups popping up, and there's a kind of a startup culture coming a little bit from the Silicon Valley ideas, and I think it's a cutting edge to Europe, so more or less between Silicon Valley and Europe. So it's kind of a kind of a borderline, and because of the creative culture here in London, we see a lot of companies can learn how fast business is going on in the city. It's completely different, let's say, to Germany, where industrialized cities are. So London is a very fast tracking place, you know, and it's a place where in the internet world startup companies have to move very fast, and I think this kind of mixture here in the city is pretty positive for internet startups. At CodeN we are always focusing on hot topics. First time we had shaping mobile life, last year was energy change, and this year big data. Because you remember last year all the NSA discussions we had in fall, beginning of last year, and what's going on in big data, how to use big data, security issues and all those things. So we said it's important to tackle this topic in different ways. On the one side, from the focus of business opportunities, which means that there are lots of technologies right now in the market regarding big data, but not many business applications. So, and our focus was, let's figure out where are really cool business applications, so that people and visitors realize, hey, this is a cool opportunity for us to use data in a completely different way. And the other idea was to tackle the critical issues, what's happening with big data volumes, data security, all these things, to discuss it very open with specialists, discuss it with visitors and such kind of things, to not see it from the negative point of view. I think see it more from a kind of open view. We are living in an open world, and to discuss this in a really pretty frankly way. If you have a strong team focused on challenges, focused on building an enterprise with smart technologies, this drives finally the success. So.